In this tutorial, we're looking at confirm elements and quantitative analysis. We're going to be analysing a stainless steel, which is in a microsection that's been carbon coated, so we'll check the carbon coating checkbox. We need to be sure that we have our working distance set correctly and that the microscope operating conditions are being read. We see those in the status box. So we'll acquire a spectrum, and we see immediately that the mini-quant is displayed. This is a full quantitative analysis for all the elements that have been identified, and as you see, it's being updated all the time. If we want to look in more detail at the spectrum and peak markers, let's go into the Confirm Elements step. And with the question mark tool selected, if you double-click on a peak, that peak will be identified and the marker shown, as you can see here for chromium. However, we can see that there's an overlap between manganese and chromium. So if we go back to the Pan Zoom tool and we can click on each marker and drag it so that we can see those markers more clearly. We do need to be sure that the manganese is present, so back to the question mark, double-click at the peak position and we can see manganese, and we'll see on the right-hand side the candidate elements show that manganese will be the best fit out of the list on the right-hand side. To check even further, go to Settings and look at the fitted spectrum, and we can see here now an overlay spectrum, and if we deselect manganese from the list, we'll see we no longer fit the shape of the spectrum. Double-click again, and now we can see that it fits the shape, so we're absolutely sure that there's a small amount of manganese overlapping with the chromium. The next step is Calculate Composition, and this is where we'll see the quantitative results. There are many template options here. We're looking simply at the summary table, but we can look at results from several spectra. If you do change the list of elements you identify, you will need to press the Re-Quantify button here, because the quantitative results are stored within the project. One method of getting the results out would be to just highlight and copy, or we can go to Report. In this case, the template we've selected is a spreadsheet, and that goes into the folder of the project. And we'll open up Excel now, and we can see our results are now in Excel.